Hello and welcome to Crypto Exposed. Okay guys, got a good one here for you. I keep talking to you guys about tokenization, yeah? Tokenization. And I want you to see this article, because maybe when you see this you can start to grasp what I'm trying to say to you guys. So before we do get into it, I just want to quickly show you that this is something that is to do with Hedera ultimately. It's a article, basically like an interview with Shane Higdon, who is the CEO and co-founder of the HBAR Foundation. And we've got here real world asset tokenization and the future of financial markets. Okay. Now I'm not going to read the whole article because it is quite long, to be honest with you, but there's some key points that I want to address here. And there was a certain part of it that I didn't want to read to you guys. But let's just go to here, where we've got these bullet points of the whole article in its entirety, so you can get the highlights of the article, because this will obviously give you an idea of what we're talking about here. So look at this. We're talking about real world asset tokenization, right? RWA. Experts believe that most, if not all, financial assets will eventually be represented digitally on the blockchain. So that's tokenization. Advantages of RWAs include fractional ownership, increased liquidity, and wider access to assets. RWA tokenization is seen as a key driver for mainstream adoption of blockchain and cryptocurrencies. Tokenization can revolutionize asset ownership across various sectors like real estate, art, and commodities. The future of RWA tokenization hinges on streamlined regulations, robust infrastructure development, and innovations for scalability and security. So guys, remember what I was telling you about tokenization. It's going to be huge. It really is. And I've said it to you numerous times. I do think that it will be one of the biggest drivers for HBAR's value. I personally believe that. If you just heard those points in that article, I'm sure you guys will start to agree. But I hope you understand really what I'm trying to tell you about tokenization, because it is going to be something that's massive. And we actually already have companies tokenizing on Hedera. It's already happening as we speak. So the fact that Hedera have already got their foot in the door, they've got companies doing this kind of stuff. I'm just trying to show you how important this could be. Because to me, I think this could be absolutely massive in terms of what drives HBAR's price. This could be one of the factors that could skyrocket HBAR's price overall. Now, I'm not saying that this is going to just be an overnight thing, but I'm just saying building up value, etc., etc. I think this could be absolutely massive. And I think it will be absolutely massive. So I just want you guys to understand that this is something that you guys need to really get to know, really get your head around it, because everything in the world of value will be tokenized. That is just the truth of the matter. That is going to happen. And this is going to help with many things, like, for example, we've just go with property, because that's one of the easier ways. As I said, fractionalized ownership. So if there's going to be more than one person who's going to have ownership of a property, it's just going to be way easier to deal with the ownership of the property, because the ownership can be represented in tokens, right? So it could be that this person owns a set amount of tokens that equate to the value of that property, and the other person again holds a set amount of tokens that equate to the value of that property. It's this kind of stuff, smart contract capabilities, all these kind of things that will help to add value and just help life just be a lot smoother. Because with smart contracts, for certain things you may not need certain like middlemen that you might have needed at one point, because the smart contracts will be capable of handling this kind of stuff. So the smart contracts will just be configured to do certain tasks and stuff like that that may not be needed now by solicitors and stuff like that, that kind of thing. This is the future, guys. This is where we're heading. So I'm just letting you know that this is going to be something massive, but there is a part of the article that I do just want to address, so I'm just going to read through that as well. RWA tokenization, a massive opportunity. Quote, in a nutshell, RWA tokenization is reshaping the way we think about assets and finance, unquote, said Carpenter. Quote, while there are hurdles to overcome, the potential is enormous. So, prepare for a future where more of what we own and invest in is digitally represented on the blockchain. Exciting times ahead, unquote. Fake said the process offers the world, quote, an immense opportunity to transform the very foundations of how we own, manage and earn from things big and small. From on-chain stocks to an actual Tesla driving around the streets of Vienna, unquote. Quote, seeing this exciting sector merely through the prism of traditional financial instruments feels a bit reductionist, to the point of missing out on a colossal chance for change, unquote, he added. Quote, there are hurdles to overcome, as always, and yet, I feel that RWA tokenization is a great opportunity for Web3 builders to let their imagination run wild, and wow us all as they merge the real and the digital worlds and value, unquote. According to Harmon, for the RWA sector to, quote, achieve its true potential, it needs most is a streamlined and uniform regulatory ecosystem, and for that, contours that define what is legal and what is not also need to be drafted, unquote. Quote, in blockchain's case, the world is becoming increasingly confident about its usability and advantages, thanks to the efforts that are being made towards these aspects, unquote, he said. Quote, innovations aimed at enhancing scalability are crucial, especially as the need to accommodate a large number of investors and retail participants rapidly grows. Being capable of securely delivering that space would mean sky-high growth for the sector soon, unquote. According to the 2024 Outlook report from Binance, RWAs are expected to, quote, benefit from the tailwinds of elevated interest rates, unquote. Quote, alongside the accelerated institutional adoption of RWAs, developments in related infrastructures such as decentralized identity, oracles, and interoperability solutions are also expected to gain momentum, unquote, Binance said. Quote, these elements are crucial for the establishment of a comprehensive RWA ecosystem. As more institutions delve into the tokenization of RWAs, the advancement of the supporting infrastructures is likely to follow suit, unquote. Okay guys, there we have it. So, as I'm trying to say to you, the potential for tokenization, oh man, it's huge. It's absolutely huge. And the fact that Hedera have already kind of, I'm not going to say like a head start, but they're already just well into this. You've got diamonds that are currently being tokenized on HBAR, property portfolios, like the list goes on. There's many things that they're looking into as well as what they're currently already tokenizing. And so, man, it's going to be something that's massive. And I can't stress this enough. I'm really trying to make you guys get your head around this because I do think this will be something massive. So just keep an eye out for tokenization because to me, when you're hearing positive things about that, I think you'll know that that's going to be the driving force of value for HBAR in the long term, in my opinion. I think that will let you know if things are going well with tokenization. It should make you feel comfortable that it should look good for Hedera as they are currently doing tokenization. So it puts them in a position to greatly benefit from this. So definitely a great article here. If you guys obviously want to check it out, HBAR Foundation have posted the link to it so you can just read it in its entirety. Quite a long article, but hey, if you guys want to do your research, it's worth the read. So completely your choice. But you've got the highlights from the article that I stated and pointed out, and that was just the ending conclusion. And I think you can get an idea just from hearing what I've discussed, how big a deal this is. So it should at least get the point across with what I've covered right now. But what do you guys think? HBAR benefiting from RWAs and tokenization. Do you like the sound of this? Are you someone who thinks that you might be interested in using tokenization for yourself at some point in the future? Do you think that this would be good for HBAR's price? Or do you not agree with this? Is there anything that you've heard in this video that gives you any kind of concern? Or do you just not think that this will be good for HBAR's price overall long term? Let me know your thoughts, guys. I'd be interested to hear. Thank you very much for watching this. If you did like it, please remember to drop a comment, like, and subscribe. But until next time, take care.